the superstars of Raw and Smackdown bring you SummerSlam live on pay-per-view.
And there's no doubt in my mind that Raw's championship ladder match will steal the show.
It has been the talk of the sports entertainment world for weeks.
It sure beats anything SmackDown's done lately.
Tonight, two of Raw's best will prove why Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment. I cannot believe the battling billionaire Mr. McMahon has decreed that a SmackDown superstar is a contender in a Raw championship match.
I'm not going to question Mr. McMahon's judgment, but I seriously hope SmackDown doesn't walk out of here with our championship.
He's one of the most gifted superstars in the Raw locker room, and he's overcome a great deal of adversity to be here tonight.
Yeah, and for his sake, I hope he leaves here with the championship, or all that hard work will have been for nothing.
The champion certainly has the most to lose in this match, but a victory here would cement his legacy forever.
Absolutely. Like him or hate him, beating Raw and SmackDown's best puts him in a very exclusive club. I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
I think you're right, King. These superstars seem intent on taking each other to the limit.
I love that attitude, JR. Go big or go home.
Well, these superstars sure aren't going home until this match is settled once and for all. If you root around under the ring long enough, you're bound to find a weapon of some sort or another. Oh, man! That'll leave you hurting for certain.
You're not kidding, JR. That'll leave your head ringing for sure.
That went nowhere.
You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of continuing. There's no off-season in the WWE.
We're not talking about running a ball down a field or slapping a puck into a net.
There's not an ounce of quit in any WWE superstar. But the human body has its limits, and they may have been reached here. He's got the crowd and his opponent in the palm of his hand.
That can change in an instant, especially if you let your opponent catch his breath.
This capacity crowd is solidly behind their superstar. Look at this.
Wow, could you be any more biased, JR? How about some fair and balanced commentary? I'll never understand what the big deal is about Batista. He's just another super...
He's got some evil intentions here.
Oh, man. 10 feet in the air and all the way down again. Can you believe we actually get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a dream come true, King. Except when I have to sit here and listen to you drool over the divas.
Come on, JR. You know I'm helpless when it comes to puppies.
Oh, I know, King. And that's why I'm bringing a pitcher of ice water out here with me next time.
Randy Orton is a genius, JR. As soon as he got what he needed from Triple H...
It looks like he's fixing to end this one.
Oh, man! What a choke slam! That'll do it, JR.
I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars.
I'd be surprised if this didn't end soon, JR. I don't think there's enough left in the tank. I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their hard-earned dollars to watch what goes on inside it. And without them, we'd all be out of a job.
Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths are going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like when you're in the middle of a slobber knocker. And if you don't have the guts to stick around, you might run like a scalded dog with a case of the liver tape.
All right, enough! I'm getting a translator before I have to come out here with you again. I'm so disgusted with Batista, JR. He could have stayed with Triple H and Ric Flair in Evolution and continued to ride the coattails of two of the greatest legends in this business. Instead, he threw it all away.
What are you talking about, King? Batista never rode anyone's coattails. He's his own man. He earned his spot. And Flair and Triple H are two of the greats, no doubt about it. But Batista proved he's at their level when he beat Triple H for the World Heavyweight title.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself if it's all the same to you, King. This match is going to continue until someone's completely debilitated. And considering the resiliency of these superstars, that's not going to be easy.
That's for sure. No one in this match is going down without a fight.
And I wouldn't expect any less from them, King. Like them or not, you've got to respect the tenacity of each and every WWE superstar.
You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... No. Go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this one's got all the makings of a bona fide slobber knocker.
There's the reversal. Oh!
These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to... Oh, no! What are you doing?
My God! A choke slam! All the way from hell! These superstars are in terrific shape, and that comes as no surprise whatsoever.
No kidding. If you don't have that conditioning, you're not going to last long in a match.
You sure aren't. And that's only one of the many reasons I try to stay out of the ring whenever possible. What a shot! You can't take too many of those and expect to stay in this.
I don't even want to... Uh-oh. I think we know where he's going with this, JR.
What a sickening choke slam! All the way to hell!
After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals.
And even they don't walk away from every match in the best shape.
They sure don't. We've seen more than one superstar taken out of here on a stretcher.
I don't think that these superstars have even contemplated the fact that they might lose. If you're the one to grab the title, you get to wear it home tonight.
What a phenomenon is the animal Batista. You talk about a force of nature, both superstars are beating the hell out of each other on that ladder.
They know there's not enough room for both of them up there.
And it's been reversed.
If any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness,
Boy, you talk about being beat like a government mule. I don't know how much more of this a human being can be expected to endure.
No WWE superstar ever wants to admit they've got their limits, but when you've been getting hammered like a railroad spike all match, you don't have much of a choice.
I'll be honest with you, King. This is not the way I thought this match would go at all.
Me neither, JR. I guess that just goes to show that anything can happen in the WWE.
I think you hit the nail right on the head, King. And it's that unpredictability that makes it so exciting.
Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's gonna go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is stretching the truth or jumping to conclusions.
Well, judging from the shape I'm in, I don't appear to be doing too much of either, King. You're looking pretty fit, though, I must say. The prize is only inches away! I've got a feeling that this has all the... Look at the intensity of these two superstars trying to stay on the ladder. You've got to ask yourself, how much punishment will these superstars be able to withstand tonight?
I don't know, JR, but I think they're pretty intent on finding out.
They certainly are. I don't know how it's going to end, but I can guarantee you they're going to leave it all in the ring. He's going for the title!
I feel like the luckiest guy in the world, JR. I can't believe I actually get paid to do this job.
Well, don't let Mr. McMahon hear you say that, King, or you might wind up having to do it for free.
That's true. I don't want to say that Mr. McMahon's cheap, JR, but I heard he won't even tip a canoe. I think I see where this one's going, JR.
My God, this could be it. The match could be over right here. What an incredible match.
And no matter how you feel about the champ, he was the better man tonight without question.
I've got to admit, I honestly didn't expect things to go that way.
It was a completely unpredictable environment.
Absolutely. Raw versus Smackdown, head to head, in a match for the ages.
They'll be studying that one for years. They put on a clinic in there.
And now the question remains, where does the champ go from here?
He goes out celebrating, JR. Everything else can wait. This is his night.